Hi, I'm James Dymond and welcome to my studio. I've been working with Raz 5+ years and I've done quite a few tracks on his label, and he always kind of pitches me ideas and sends me vocals and says, you know, do you want to work on this? What do you think? And obviously I knew the track Beauty Hides in the Deep, mostly knew the John O'Callaghan remix, which I think everyone does. And I knew that the vocals were really, really big. Really nicely sung, so he sent me the vocals, I checked them out and put them into my music software and realised that there was this completely new section of vocals that I'd never even heard of, because in the John O'Callaghan remix he doesn't use them. I went back and checked the original and also the Blizzard remix and could hear them in there. Really liked it, so I thought, yep, absolutely, let's go for it. So I kind of wanted to do something a little bit different with this one because the vocals for me are really big and kind of uplifting. And I wanted to try and start with a kind of acoustic and kind of band, kind of orchestra sound to it. So I kind of approached it when I do these remixes. I start with the breakdown and then the around the main kind of hook, the main chorus of the vocals, and kind of go from there. So I started off with adding in some strings. We can see from this project, it's pretty damn big in the breakdown. So we've got some string parts, we've got some pads, and we've got some guitars. So I'll just play a little bit from the start of the breakdown. So we start with the nice strings. And we've got the guitar strum here as well. So all of that was kind of composed from scratch. I've changed up the chords to the original and kind of made it my own. So then I go ahead and put on the vocals over the top. You'll see how it all kind of comes together to be this acoustic arrangement.
Things I never get to say, the fear in me, always in the way. A broken heart never mended, a hurt I can never forget. A little pearl locked in a shell, cannot explain each breath I'm taking. Can I find the means to an end, to move, create one liberated moment? Beauty hides in the deep, beauty hides in the deep, but it's so hard to find.
So you can hear that bit, it really kind of turns into this nice orchestral kind of band orchestra bit. And like I said, this is the kind of part of the vocals that a lot of people might not be really kind of recognize. They mostly will recognize the vocals that come in later on in the track.
Want you to know.
However, I decided that I wanted to use those later on in the track and have this real nice kind of epic breakdown. So then if I just unsolo or put everything back in, we now can hear it's turned into this, with the pads and there's some gated pads, turned into this real trancey kind of breakdown.
Beauty hides in the deep, beauty hides in the deep, but it's so hard to find. Being wrapped up inside, beauty hides in the deep.
So with all of that put together, really kind of gives it that nice trancey kind of feel. The bass line I'm using in the intro, I didn't want to do the same old rolling kind of trance bass line. And I thought, you know what, I loved that mid-2000s, early 2000s kind of Anjuna Beat style, chunky bass line, something on the lines of kind of like a Super 8 and tab track. And not really many tracks are doing that these days. Now, the really kind of hard thing for me then was to try and give it a little bit more energy, because as it's quite slowed down, it was hard to try and add in the energy. So there's lots and lots of things going on in this track, especially with the percussion and all the small hits. And what I love about this track is just the energy that it's got and all the small incidentals. You can see there's a lot going on. It took me a long time to kind of put this all together. Then I really wanted to just try and do something different. I've got a section here with the vocals coming in for the first time.
Just before dawn comes, sadness is
But then it kind of builds up to a nice kind of interlude. And then we kind of follow on to the second verse of the intro vocals, which a lot of people don't really do these days. They want to go straight into the breakdown. And then we have the second part of the vocals. And then again, when it came to the main lead inspiration, I was again looking at more kind of old school and Juna stuff, and really that's what the kind of inspiration for this track is. Some more Super 8 and Tab, some old kind of Above and Beyond and Ocean Lab kind of sounds. I'll just play a very small snippet of the main drop. So hopefully you can hear that kind of inspiration of the old classic sound mixed together with the more modern kind of feel, and that's really what I wanted to do. And honestly, for me, this is probably one of my favourite classic kind of remixes that I've done out of all of them over the many years. And this is one that I'm really, really happy with and really proud of, and can't wait to play it out at Trance Sanctuary.